Hi, guys. Exciting news for season 4. The Thrive Tribe newsletter is for everyone and it's free.
To sign up for our newsletter and to get more out of Chasing Brighter and engage with our amazing community, go to chasingbrighter.com/newsletter to get the latest updates.
And every month we have freebies, so check it out.
Welcome to the Chasing Brighter podcast,
the podcast created as a guide to make midlife the best life.
Are you ready to embrace the next chapter of your life with confidence and excitement? Your best life is just a listen away.
Hey, Kelly, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Jess. How are you?
Good. We're ending the year and you and I always have a goal of reading a lot of books every year.
Yeah.
So I want to see where you are on your 2025 challenge and any books of note to let our listeners know about.
Sure. Yeah. So I set a goal this year. I'm secretly trying to get to 75 books. I am at 56 for the year. So I've got definitely some work to do, and I'm probably not going to get to 75, but at least I'm overshooting my 50 books. So one of the things I've been doing is really sprinkling in like books I've wanted to read, plus the Goodreads app gives you challenges.
Okay.
And so I try to like read certain books of certain topics. And so some of my top picks so far this year, one of the reading challenges was, I think for, it was maybe Latino Heritage Month.
Okay.
Something like that. And I read a memoir called Solito, which is about a 7-year-old boy who immigrates illegally from El Salvador to the USA. And it's his memoir. He is actually an award-winning poet.
Okay.
And so he wrote this book of his journey when he was 9, and he's an incredible writer, and it was an amazing book. And I wanted me to, it's the book category of you hug it after you read it. Do you know how I feel about, you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I've never
When
heard
you
that
read
before,
a
but I
book,
know what that means.
Yeah.
I know books I get depressed when I finish reading because I loved all the characters so much.
Yeah. I definitely have those too. And I would say one of my absolute favorite other memoirs, so just hitting the memoirs up, there's the other memoir I absolutely love this year. Did you read it? Because I told you to, which was The Many Lives of Mama Love.
Yes. I did read it.
So good.
That was great. That was a great book. And I know we talked about it on episode. I did. This was in a category of memoir. This is from Book of the Month Club, Waiting for Britney Spears by Jeff Weiss. So I think I set a goal of 65 books to read. And I've read 77.
Yeah,
books.
I saw that on Goodreads as I was just checking right now. Nice work.
So I would love to do 100. I don't know if I could do that. But anyway, Waiting for Britney is from Jeff Weiss, who graduated in like 2003-ish with a writing degree, and was in LA and kind of got wrapped up in writing for tabloids because it was such good money. And they'd give him like $500 a day to spend to be at the clubs and hang around and write gossip about people. And it was he coincided that with like the fall of Britney Spears, to when she shaved her head and all that stuff. And he was there for a lot of those moments, and how it went from like a few people taking photos to like 50 people surrounding people. And like, he actually kind of helped you understand a little bit of what Britney was doing, because I read the tabloids and then he was there. I mean, I read the tabloid in 2004, but he was there, and to explain what really happened and how they spun the story. And it went all the way down to when she was committed and her father became her guardian. And it was really, really interesting to hear that backstory, and definitely out of my comfort zone of a book I wouldn't normally read. But I found it incredibly interesting.
What was your takeaway with that in terms of, since he was there and hearing his firsthand view versus how the media spun it for the rest of us not there? Like,
so
did you feel like they
management
sensationalized
team
it?
Was really strict. Her management team was really, really strict. And so I think she felt oppressed. And so she tried to like fire everybody and like act out. And it was really interesting. It was just really kind of interesting, his understanding what happened to her and how I feel like he made it feel like the tabloids caused her breakdown. Like the paparazzi and the
that's what I would
photographers
wonder.
caused it, exacerbated it. But I do think there's a mental health issue that was going to happen regardless. Like I think in your mid-20s, that is when some major mental health issues come, like schizophrenia. People can just be totally following life cycle normally and then all of a sudden be schizophrenic or all of a sudden be bipolar, all this, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm not diagnosing her, but I think that it coincided with a major mental health issue. There was a lot of mania and a lot of partying, but I think that was in response to the tight management. But then because she was crazy, management became tighter and she was like, taken advantage of at the end. Like there was a guy where they successfully sued him. The guy that kind of became her manager at the very end was really crazy. He was like giving her drugs, like dosing her out. It was really crazy and interesting. But yeah, how it went from like there was this guy that he was good friends with that was making $30,000 a photo to then people having camera phones and just how everybody then became a paparazzo or whatever. So anyways, it was super fascinating. And I think he took responsibility for it. Like he knew it was wrong, but was doing it anyway because it was fast money and everyone was making money off Britney, right? Every single person was making money, her family, her friends, everyone. So that was really interesting. And another just out of my comfort zone book was To the Moon and Back. I don't know if I sent that to you, but I believe that's by a Native American author. And it's about a young girl who is Cherokee and she is obsessed with becoming an astronaut. And that was like a long saga. Very good book. I have more I want to talk about before I turn it over to you. I don't know if I sent this to you and Teresa. Kelly and I and our friend Teresa all recommend books to each other. The Haunting of Payne's Hollow by Kelly Armstrong. I listened to that in October because I love to listen to spooky books. And it was really good. So if you want a little bit of a spooky, creepy book, I recommend that one.
I listened to my spine tingler category from Goodreads was We Used to Live Here, which is a book that's now going to be a movie on Netflix. Did I talk about that one?
No.
It's going to be starring Blake Lively.
I'm kind of over her. I'm mad that
Me
she
too.
ruined it. Ends with us. She ruined it for me.
Honestly,
So
though,
sad.
I read the book knowing that was her character.
Yeah.
And then I'm still like, ugh, you're so annoying. So I'll be curious how that becomes a movie.
That sounds good.
The story was really scary and good, and then it tended to drag on. At the same time, I was listening to that one because I was trying to look for a scary one. The other one that popped up was called Inheritance, not The Inheritance, just Inheritance, and it's a Nora Roberts. It's called The Lost Bride Trilogy.
Ooh, I love a trilogy.
And I couldn't sleep one night, and I was like, I'll start that book. Prologue has Nora Roberts talking about her experience with ghosts. And I was like, I can't listen to this anymore.
No.
So then I thought it was going to be like a scary book. And it's not at all.
Okay.
It's about, I mean, it kind of is, but not, no. It's more of a playful ghosty situation.
Yeah. Good. I would like that. I read her trilogy about witches or whatever. I think it was hers and I really liked. A book that is a series, just to update you, because I told you for Family for a Kid reading, is the Weirdies book came out in October. The fourth book of the Weirdies I was listening to with my 10-year-old, and that was super cute and fun. And another fun one I listened to, Sophie Kinsella is the author of the Shopaholic series. Did you ever read any of the Shopaholic? Okay. So she had a new book that just came out, The Burnout. And that was really cute. It's a romance, a contemporary romance, which was really good. And then just what I'm listening to right now, and these are both from Book of the Month. I'm listening to Town and Country by Brian Schaefer about a small town election. And then I'm reading The Everlasting by Alex Harrow. And The Everlasting is
that a
really
series?
good writing. Really good writing.
Let me look that one up. Okay.
So I am like reading it and I'm, again, I think Book of the Month gets me out of what I would just pick for myself and reading what they're recommended. And they have really great choices. And I am like, this writing is great.
Now, who wrote Everlasting?
I believe, so I'm saying, let me quadruple
Because
check
I feel like
here.
that's I'm seeing it now, and there's like that's a very common title.
Alex, A-L-I-X.
Alex Harrow.
Harrow
Okay.
or Harrow.
And that's good, you're saying?
Yeah, it says a shell-shocked historian and a medieval knight become inexplicably involved, transcending time, mythology, and love. So I'm telling you, I'm reading this before bed, and I just think it's really well written. I don't know how the audio would come out, but
and you know what?
what
It's
I'm
funny you say
listening
that
to
because
now.
I've been craving I almost just want a well-written book. It doesn't matter what it is. Because like Nora
yes.
Roberts is okay. It's very entertaining, her writing, but it's not that well written.
Yeah, it's so crazy that every time I'm reading, I'm like, wow, this person has me. Like the beginning is like this myth. And I sit with Gio before he goes to bed, and he was like, I can't sleep. And so I had read it to myself, and I reread it out loud because it's just this myth. And I was reading it, and he was just captivated by it. I was like, I wish that part was an actual book. It was really good. Anyway.
The one of my more favorite books for this fall, I think you might have read it before, which is The Wedding People.
I don't know if I have,
that?
but I added it to my Kindle again. I'll have to see if I read it. I don't think I read it, but I know it's been
You
on
know
your
what?
list.
I really, really liked it.
Oh, good. I just put it on my Kindle.
I think the writing it reminds me of like Lessons in Chemistry. Did you read that?
Yes.
Where I think that I don't know if I would say it's excellent writing. It's really great character development and a very nice story that goes along with it. There are some characters who I find annoying.
Yeah.
But the overall kind of story is really solid.
Yeah. Good. The Lessons in Chemistry, did you watch the show?
No, I need to. I started Apple Plus. I think it's on Apple Plus.
Okay. Yeah. I watched a couple, but yeah. Any other recommendations before we end today?
Well, what's on your queue up, though? Oh, I know actually what I'm reading right now, by the way. So what I'm reading right now, I'm kind of in a weird lull because I'm not sure like what fictional kind of writing I want to read next.
Yeah.
And so I started Atomic Habits. I've always wanted to read Atomic Habits. I've never read it, Jess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a great, quick read.
Yeah.
It's a relatively short book. It's got a lot of really great snippets, and it's stuff I'm finding that like with my teen, I'm like conveying stuff that I think he would find interesting too.
I am, and next on my list is Where He Left Me by Nicole Baart. And Her One Regret by Donna Freitas, Freitas. And there's one more, and I told you The Wedding People, but An Academic Affair by Jodi McAllister. Those are up next for me.
I haven't queued up any specifics at this point. I think I'm a little lost in what to read next kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I need to work on
so many of those are book of the month. And what happened was I wanted so many of them that I used my like credits with Audible, and I used my credits with like Kindle to get all of them because they all look so good. But Her One Regret looks like that might be up your alley too. Anyway, so listeners, we've talked so many times about how reading is so great for us. There are so many benefits to reading. And so hopefully this inspires you to find a book, whether you listen or read. Research shows that all ways that we ingest book are great and beneficial to us. So happy reading.
Thanks for listening today.
If you loved today's episode, share with a friend. Are you ready to chase brighter days ahead? Subscribe to Chasing Brighter now, and let's embark on this exciting journey together.